New year, new job. Diane Gottsman is here. She's going to share some tips to help you ace that interview. It's all ahead. San Antonio Living starts now.
San Antonio Living starts right now.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to San Antonio Living. I'm Shelly Miles. We are starting off with some etiquette for all of you entering the job market. So let's say you sailed through that first interview and now your future boss wants to take you to lunch. Would you pass that test? Well, here to help is our etiquette expert. It is Diane Gottsman. It's good to see you. Thanks for coming in.
My pleasure. This is fun.
Oh gosh,
this is a good one.
Yes, this is tough because anytime you're eating with somebody that you're not familiar with, it's nerve-wracking. But let's talk about this. So the first thing is you go through the regular job interview, right? What are some tips that we need to know about that?
For the first job interview, first of all, show up on time.
Okay.
There are no excuses. There was a train wreck, there was an accident. You're in that parking lot way early. You know, you just wait.
Yeah.
And then you dress for success. So take a look at the corporate culture, and even if they say, oh, this is a casual environment, dress up rather than down.
Okay.
And then ask smart questions. So do your homework, and when they say, do you have any questions, come up with one or two that are pertinent, but not when's vacation? Do I get a phone?
Got it. All the things.
And then we've made it, and it's time for the dining interview because second interviews are often conducted over a meal.
Okay, so now you're heading to a restaurant. You're panicking a little bit. You get there. When you approach the table, where do you go? Where do you sit?
So it's always nerve-wracking because you don't know where to sit. So let the employer, future employer, recruiter kind of lead the way. And if they don't take the best seat, which means the best seat is facing out to the center.
Okay.
You want to take the seat where your back is facing the door. Some people don't like it, but that's just the lesser seat. So sit there.
What if I have stuff with me, like my purse, my jacket, all of that? Do I take it off right away? Do I put it on another chair?
You keep your, if it's a suit jacket, you keep your suit jacket on.
Okay.
If it's a purse, okay, this is a common mistake everyone makes. You don't hang it on the back of your chair.
Okay.
And you know, you have to think in advance because it's going to go on the floor, and no one wants their purse on the dirty, nasty floor.
Okay.
So bring something smaller, put your napkin over it to hold it, and if there's an extra chair, you can put it on that extra chair.
Okay, good to know. All right, let's talk about ordering. When it's time to order, I can show my sophistication by ordering a very expensive item, or should I just order something basic?
Okay, you better order something basic and from the lunch special. So you don't want to order something so light that you look nervous, but you don't want to order something so expensive you look greedy.
Okay.
So order middle of the road. Lunch specials are good because it's medium, range, but use a knife and a fork.
Okay.
Pick something you can use utensils with.
Okay, what about drinking at this interview? Say the person interviewing me says, hey, would you like a glass of wine?
Okay, this is big. So recruiters nationally may ask that question on purpose. I work with them. I know. So they want to know, they want to evaluate your better judgment.
Okay.
So there's nothing wrong with drinking if you're going to have a drink under normal circumstances once you have that job and you're at happy hour. But if I say, Shelly, I'm interviewing you, Shelly, I'm going to have a glass of wine. Would you like a glass as well? You're going to say, because we've done this before, you and I.
I'm going to say, you go ahead, but I'm good with water. Thank you very much.
That's what you're going to say.
Okay.
Because if there isn't, first of all, they want to make sure that you're going to do that. Okay. But if there is an accident, let's say there's a spill, and you've had a glass of wine or two, you're drunk.
Okay.
Even if you're not.
That's very true.
Perception is everything.
Okay, so let's talk about ordering. What should I order? Should I order something complicated, something that I have to chop up a lot?
So two things you're going to stay away from. Spaghetti is a no. Salad is a nightmare. No to salad at a job interview or a first date or an important meeting because you're going to get that kale stuck in your teeth.
So true. I didn't even think about that. Okay, so what's an easy thing to eat?
So something you can use that knife and fork and cut it, like a chicken breast, or if you're not eating meat, something that you can navigate the utensils. And by the way, you see what I'm doing? This is a knife and fork. The best way to eat is European style because you convey the food to your mouth times down, and I don't have to cut, shake, hand the knife over. I don't miss eye contact with you.
This is
so
very
it's
important.
training. This is training.
So important. Okay, let's talk about, the place setting.
Yes.
When you are at the restaurant, how do you know which glass belongs to you, where your bread plate is? This. It's B and D.
B and D. Yes. So your bread plate is always on the left. If there is a bread plate, there may not be.
Okay.
And your drink is always on the right. Not your wine glass, your water glass, or your tea glass.
Whenever this happens to me, and I should remember, I don't, but like under the table, I'm doing it like this, and then I'm remembering, oh, okay, there it is.
That is one of the most popular ways to remember, or BMW, bread, meal, water.
Okay, good to know. When I get up to maybe go to the bathroom or whatever, where do I put my napkin?
So your napkin, when you get up from the meal, so you're placing your napkin on your lap, and when you leave the table, you're going to place your napkin on your chair.
Okay.
And you're pushing your chair in, not behind the chair.
Okay.
Don't emphasize all of those spills.
If my meal comes and it's overcooked, should I send it back or should I just eat it?
Eat it.
Yes, eat it, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then what do I do to end the meal? Like, am I offering to pay for the bill? Are they paying for the bill?
So at a job interview, they're going to pay.
Okay.
Or they should. You know, that's the protocol. Be ready. Don't arrive with no money just in case they say your part is. But if they do, that's a red flag.
Okay.
But, you know, I think one of the commonly asked questions is do I pay in advance and just show them how sophisticated I am by giving the host or the server my credit card in advance? That was a question we received.
Okay.
And the answer is no, not at a job interview. With friends, you can say, I know you're going to want to pay. You know, I know every time we go out to lunch you want to pay, so I'm going to give the server my credit card early, but not a job interview.
All right.
Let them pay and say thank you and send a thank you note.
Exactly. Bookmark this because this is good reference information here. Always good to see you. Thank you for coming in today. Diane Gottsman is our etiquette expert. You can find her at the Protocol School of Texas here in San Antonio. Visit protocolschooloftexas.com and find her on Instagram at Diane Gottsman.